Okay guys, turn in the quest. Quick note to self, always make sure to start a quest before you actually start doing the quest. A little bit worse if you're going to be doing Red Rock or something like that, where if you travel there you get some of the experience. You can actually skip out on that experience if you just get the Gershling and then come back and turn the Gershling in, and you can't get the experience later on. Not that it's particularly important, so I don't think that any of the guys restocked. I'll just quickly check. There is a message in the message thing that should say it, but I don't want to check that. Yep, nobody restocked. So, we got our Joppa recoiler. We're going to actually want to, whoa, what? We're going to want to replace the cell in the Joppa recoiler with a full one, because we want to deliver that to Gritgate. So, I am going to travel to Gritgate and start some Gritgateneering. I don't know how much of that I'm going to be showing. It's a little different than the other cave. So I will see you soon. Oh yeah, I do have a few things I want to talk about. I guess I could do that while we're there. See you soon. Okay, we're at Gritgate now. One thing I want to say, I think that I've fallen in love with Disintegration. I don't know, I used to think that the ability we have, Phase, was better than Disintegration, but I'm starting to think Disintegration is by far the better one. It is actually a very good combat ability, unlike the other digging, potent digging ability, corrosive gas generation. And we're getting our butt handed to us, so let's use that glitch. Hey, let's bring Mr. Jelly all the way over here where he's not gonna matter. It doesn't matter that he's making jelly everywhere. Stupid green jelly. So yeah, I think that I like Disintegration better, especially for the place we're going to soon enough. Bethuma, let's just kill this guy, then I'm gonna see what the name is. Let's use Discharge on this guy. You cannot possess robots. I don't know if I've said that yet, but you can't. And we leveled up. Oh, dropped a little chem cell. Let's pick that up. And how many chem cells do we have? Oh, I also changed my equipment. I never showed you that, guys. I got a Nullworm skull, and I already got another level up. That's now another level up, on top of the level up I got in Rust Wells. So let's see. What exactly is this place? This place is called Bethesda Souza. So apparently that belongs to some person named Souza who likes Bethesdas, or I don't know what that could possibly be. But the point is, that place is a lot easier if you have Disintegration. I have gone there and gotten the furthest I've ever gotten through there, all the way to the last floor before I stopped paying attention to my health and died to a stupid thing while having lots of ways to heal myself. But enough of me crying over that defeat after hours of playing that character. Let's do some of this stuff. I'm also looking forward to showing off a little bit more of, what's that place? Golgotha. I'd like to show you the various paths you can take and which ones are better in that, which ones aren't better in that, or at least which ones I find easier. Also various methods that you can use depending on what mutation skills you have to get through it. Luckily I have all the mutation skills that I could think of that would just make that much easier. But, oh well, we will go over that a little bit later. I'm probably not going to be showing off very much more of Gritgate, so I bid you adieu and other things. Bye-bye. Oh, one thing I didn't mention, when I was in the Rust Gates, I did not bother to pick up any equipment or anything that I could sell, because, well, I picked up a few copper nuggets. But besides that, I didn't really pick up anything to immediately sell or anything like that, like I did in Red Rock, because, doesn't matter at this point. I have a surplus of trading things anyways, now that I have that traveling trader slave. One thing about traveling traders is you can just collect tons and tons of them. That's one of my favorite things to do in the game. Of course, they're not so easy to run into. They're a random encounter in the wilderness, and it's pretty hard to find them. I have spent a lot of time trying to get lots of them. Of course, I'm in a doorway, so the spacebar doesn't do the same thing. The spacebar opens and closes the doors instead of picking up items. So that's a little annoying. So, one good thing about traveling traders is they do stock on laser pistols, which are very powerful pistols. And that's probably the first long-range weapon we're going to be using besides the good old lays with this character. One thing about lays is it's always accurate compared to some other long-range things like the gun long-range things. Just punch this guy a few times and eventually he'll die. Or will die. There you go. Because I don't want to be losing out on his experience. I have plenty of witchwood bark. What was I talking about? Oh yes, guns can miss, but for some reason lays doesn't miss so long as you have a line of fire. In fact, I think I showed it off before with a boar. You could actually go over really hard places like this that don't even make sense to shoot through, probably. Where I could hit him here and then he can't hit me because I have this barricade that he can't aim past. But back to finishing Grit Gate without you guys. See you soon. Back again with a quick little note about attribute points. Before I've been only putting them into ego, but I'm starting to think it's worth spreading them out a bit more into strength and such, because it seems to increase the penetration value, or the, I don't know if it affects the damage value. The way damage is dealt is it says, okay, this is how much damage each damage random choice could do, and this is how many random choices that you can add together to make your final attack. So if it's 1d10, then one time it chooses a number between 1 and 10, and inclusive, I think. And then it deals that damage, and if it's 2d10, it picks a number from 1 to 10, and then it picks another number from 1 to 10, adds those two together, and that's what you deal. So, in that way, 2d5 is better than 1d10 by a very, very small amount, because the minimum you can get with that is a 2, and the maximum you can get with that is a 10. 2d10, I think 2d5 also is more likely to give you more middle numbers. But I was here talking about strength and stuff. When I possess traveling traders and I look at the penetration values, it seems like they have really low stuff like 2. So I don't know if that's a glitch or it's because they have really low strength compared to me. But I'm starting to think that it does in fact increase the penetration value, at least, if you have a higher strength. So it is worth investing points into strength and such. Especially because it should also increase how much you hit with, or something. I don't know exactly how it works, but enough of that. See you soon, again. Okay, we're here, and I'm just gonna explore that for no particular reason. And let's talk to the weird box. Woo! Okay. Wait. Did I forget to start the? I forgot to start the quest. Why didn't anyone tell me? After all that, I forgot to start the freaking quest. Oh well. Actually, let's see what this guy has to trade. Probably nothing. 2 weird artifacts that are very expensive. We may want to buy them just because they're expensive. So let's try to be a little bit, wait. Semi-automatic pistol costs 204, and these cost 204. Oh well, whatever. Let's drop, where is it? I did bring it, yes. Drop that dropper recoiler, and let's activate it. It's gonna go from full to fresh after fresh is used, and then I don't know what's next. Used, very used, whatever. So we would have probably wanted to come here anyways because that entire dungeon took so long that this guy restocked. I did change my equipment, by the way. May as well show it to you guys. I also got tons of level ups. I'm still waiting to get pyrokinesis or something really nice like that. Nothing really too fantastic came up yet. He has a lot of weird artifacts. I wonder what they are. Don't you? He's famished. He can suffer. I don't care. The Iron Weave Cloak, that's some kind of really good agility thing or something, or dodge, whatever, doesn't matter. It's valuable. Let's examine some of this stuff. Toughness booster, a freeze grenade, an HE missile, and we need a missile launcher in order to use that. drop some of this stuff. You can actually eat a bit, why don't you? There you go, my friend. You can eat. It doesn't matter, they're not going to starve to death if you don't make them eat their own food, but it's nice to be a nice guy. So we're going to drop a few more of these things. And I think that's everything. Yep. We're going to end that domination. And let's see what this guy has. An ape fur hat. Nylon. He sells a nylon backpack for a lot. I think the other guy probably did too. Yeah, nothing that we're too interested in. The elastine glove actually looks kind of nice, but we already have some steel gauntlets, and I'm not gonna spend a lot of money to switch between the two, to be quite honest. So let's look at the stuff we have. Okay, let's drop what we definitely don't care to trade with that one guy, because I do want to see what those items are. We don't want to bring him the musket. That's very heavy. We don't want to bring him any of our scrap. Got a cracked nano-robot housing thing or something like that. That's an interesting item. Stun rods. Let's actually take the cells out of the stun rods, and then they can be sold. They're not going to be, they're not breakable into pieces. I got both stun rods from Waydroids. Waydroids can drop stun rods, and apparently they can drop